Next up is sophomore Jacob Wasko. Jacob was around 145 pounds for us this season, but he didn't really wrestle that weight class much this year, and I'll get to that in a little bit. Jacob, for his sophomore season, had 5 wins, including 3 takedowns, 1 reversal, and 5 escapes. He was our max preps wrestler of the meet against Wellington. Now, as I said earlier, Jacob was about 145 pounds throughout the season, but he rarely wrestled at that weight class. And looking back, Jacob last year was our 126 pounder. So he did put on a lot of weight from his freshman to sophomore season. Unfortunately for Jacob, though, we had a lot of wrestlers, tucked into that 138, 145, 152 pound weight class. So for Jacob, what Jacob had to do a lot this year was he would move around based on what the team needed. If we were missing a 152 pounder, he'd wrestle 152 pounds. If we were missing a 160 pounder, which was a lot this year, Jacob would wrestle 160 pounds. So it was a very difficult season for Jacob. He definitely didn't have the season he wanted, coming off a very successful end of his freshman year where he was all conference and a district qualifier. But a big reason for that was Jacob was wrestling out of his weight class. And he was doing this to help the team. He would go anywhere he could to fill the hole that we were missing and try to help out the team as best he could. And this just shows the kind of teammate and person that Jacob is. He was willing to do what he needed to do to help the team, not himself so much, but to help the team. And, that didn't help him in terms of his win-loss record for sure. But it's definitely something that shows what kind of person and teammate Jacob is. Even when, Jacob's season ended at sectionals and we had practices for our district qualifiers, which were this year optional for those that didn't make it, Jacob was in there to help out the guys that qualified for districts and to get them better. So again, that just illustrates what kind of person and teammate Jacob was. Because of that, this year, we decided to award Jacob the Raider Award winner, which is the award we give to the person that's, doing the most for the team and trying to help out the team and be the best teammate possible out there. So because of the sacrifices really Jacob had to make, we decided that he was most deserving of that Raider Award. For his career, Jacob has 15 wins, 3 pins, 10 takedowns, 2 near falls for 2, 1 near fall for 3, 2 reversals, and 14 escapes. He is one-time all-conference in which he took 3rd as a freshman, and he's a one-time district qualifier. We're looking forward to next year where Jacob can actually wrestle in a weight class that he's at. We know Jacob could be a much better wrestler than what he showed this year just because it's a huge difference wrestling 10, 15 pounds out of your weight class, especially in those upper weight classes where those guys have a lot more muscle. Jacob could easily out-wrestle a lot of those guys, but he would just get out-muscled in many of those matches. So, love the kid's heart, love his determination, does what's best for the team. And next year, we're hoping that he can be in a position that helps himself and become better and accomplish the goals that he wants to accomplish. So congratulations to Jacob, who also earned his 2nd year varsity letter this year.